everybody. Welcome back to the Viper Room podcast. This time we're going to do it kind of different. We scared all the guests off. We can't get any. No, in reality, I've been spending time watching. I don't think watching. I think having stuff forced down my eyes on YouTube Shorts and loads of hip hop podcasts. Most of the podcasts I see is them talking about who's the greatest rapper alive, who's the greatest graph artist, and all of that. So we thought we'll roll through some of our favorite streetboard designs, which was inspired the other day. Kim from Drop In turned up at the skate park with the old Drop In Dimension Sergi board, which is sick. And it got me thinking, hey, there's quite a lot of streetboard designs out there that I've probably forgotten about. So, Sam, how you doing, man? How you been doing?
I'm all right, bro. Feeling festive.
Yeah?
Feeling
Cool,
increasingly
cool.
festive, yeah.
Yeah. As the day goes on. How's things up in Sheffield?
Grey and windy, man. But yeah, it's cold up north, but the people are warm.
Nice. I see you've got a pretty cool.
I just
cool
overheard in the
spot, man.
shop that it's weather for whiskey.
Ooh,
Yeah,
indeed.
but in like kind of a thick like Sheffield accent, it sounds better.
Can you do it?
No.
No, okay.
No.
I see you got a pretty cool spot for when it is rainy up there that you've been skating with Matt. Kinsella? I can never. How do you say it?
Kinsella,
Kinsella,
I think. Yeah.
I don't think
I
I've
don't know.
ever
I never
said
asked
that.
him actually.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever. Yeah, I never called him it.
Yeah. You don't call him Mr. Kinsella when you meet him.
Doctor actually.
Oh, okay. Really? Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Very
you
precise.
got a good spot there, man. Yeah.
It's cool, man. Yeah. So Matt and friend Danny and Will, they've got. I think the rail is Danny's. They've got a rail and a little box, and we take it out there when it's raining and shitty. That's where I met them for like. I'd first just moved to Sheffield, and I dropped Matt a message on Insta. So if you want to skate, and it turns out I'm like, the next thing I know, I'm meeting like 3 strangers in an underground car park. But it was cool. We had a good time.
Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah.
I reckon. I mean, man, maybe that could be the stop of Streetboard World Series UK Open, man. It looks like a good place, man.
Yeah, it's not a bust, man. They don't mind if you skate there, and it seems like it's like a big weed smoking spot as well for some reason. Like everyone goes there, but all separate crews. Like we were skating last night, and we were there. And there were these 2 guys sitting outside the souped-up car, like smoking weed, and then they drove off. And then another little crew pulled into the same spot, and that happened like 3 or 4 times. And it's always happening, man. So yeah, it might be a good place for Streetboard World Series.
Yeah, cool, man.
They probably won't let us in house, although we did have a we had a streetboarding competition in House Skate Park.
Yeah. Wait, that was years ago, man.
Yeah,
that was a good one. It?
God, I can't remember.
Was it Glenn?
No, maybe. Glenn lives not far from me, man.
Is it?
Yeah. He had a baby recently. He's busy chopping down trees or something.
Yeah. Him and Josh Newman should do a collab, man. Oh, cool. Anyways, man.
Nah, they're probably rivals, man. They should do a joust.
Yeah, they should. Yeah. What with trees? That would be banging, man.
Yeah, and chainsaws, man. No,
right,
like
maybe...
2 things coming to you like on Crash Bandicoot, like.
Right, Josh Newman, Glenn, let's get it on, man. Oh man, I got my first blood to snakeboard, man. I've got it was black eye. I don't know if you can see it. The new snakeboards are cool, but they got really big wheels, and I haven't changed them. And I was just hitting a rail, like just a small flat rail, and I was like, "Don't catch your wheels on the rail! Don't catch your wheels on the rail!" So I completely missed the rail and smacked my head on the concrete. But it's nice. It's a good feeling, man.
It is nice to slam sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, man. It's been a while, especially having had a head injury for a while, man.
It's quite satisfying. They're really big, actually, aren't they? And chunky. Yeah. They're really nice, man. But can you put smaller wheels on?
Yeah, definitely. It's just Steph isn't about to help me change over because I'm terrible at that stuff. Yeah.
So it's the same size axle. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
You might have to do that.
I want to try it out with some smaller wheels
Yeah, man. You got to give.
and
I'll
a
sort. We'll
and a
set you up a
freestyle pack.
freestyle pack, man. Yeah,
Mm,
it's cool. It's cool. But definitely, if you're
yeah.
hitting tricks, a freestyle pack. But if you're cruising, or even in like, I rode it down the Snake Run the other day, and the tilt in front truck is really nice to get an extra bit of purchase into the corners.
Yeah,
But
I can imagine that. Maybe
yeah,
I'll ride one at Worlds next year.
yeah, man. I think we should do a
Nah,
section, man. Nah,
nah, I'm not gonna.
I want to do a section, man.
We'll do a section, man, but I don't want to ride at Worlds with
Yeah,
Snakeboard.
yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry, man.
That's all right. That's all right. Cool. Well, all right. First up, I want to give a big shout out to Streetboard Collector, who runs an Instagram account where he's got an insane collection of streetboards, and that's actually been our wiki snake for this for this episode. So thank you,
Yeah,
Streetboard Collector.
apologies for we're going to be looking at our phones a lot, probably. So apologies for that. Sorry, interrupted your intro, man.
That's all right, man. That's cool. No, thank you, Streetboard Collector. Go give him a follow. We'll put a link in the description below. He's got a wicked collection, and yeah, so we just thought we'd do a solo episode going through the different snakeboard, streetboard designs over the years, and let's go. Should we go brand by brand? I think that's going to be the easiest way to roll through this.
I think so. So everyone knows what the first brand was, obviously. Just
I don't
come
know.
back
Remind
around.
me. So snakeboard, man. Like, I mean, for me, of course, it's always going to hold a special, part of my heart was the comp with the classic green snakeboard logo, which the comp 2.0 is. I do like riding it, the plastic, and we know we're not talking about riding, but it is that green that it's got a special place in my heart, man. Did you start on the comp? Was that your first board?
Yeah, but it didn't have the sticker on because I think it was secondhand. But so you're talking about that the classic like logo. I always imagined it was surfboard shaped, but yeah,
Oh, see, I
yeah.
always thought it was like a snake eye.
Ah, right. Yeah, I can see that too. I think snakes' eyelids go the other way though.
Oh,
They don't.
okay.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. We'll have to
yeah,
ask John White.
yeah.
But so yeah, the original green sticker. But for me, it was all about. I never had a silver sticker that came on the Pro. For me, it was all about that gold sticker, man. When you got that Pro Freestyle.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you keep
yeah.
the sticker on?
No, I think I peeled it off and stuck it somewhere, like on the headboard of my bed or something in my bedroom, man. Uh, yeah. I had
Yeah.
I used to keep the boxes though. Did you keep the boxes?
I'll tell you a story right now. So the current Snakeboard UK website, which I did, couldn't get a good version of the logo. So the logo that I'm actually using on it is taken from my original Snakeboard comp box, which is still in my mum's roof, which I took a photo of about a year and a half ago, not knowing how useful that photo would be. And I actually then got the logo used that as the basis for the logo that's on the website. So,
Oh,
and a
nice, man.
little story about the original one, man. So yeah, I never had the Snakeboard Pro either. I think Steph did.
Yeah.
The original, then you had do you remember the early ones had purple shocks on it, and then I
Yeah.
think they went to like silver or something after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just for me, just an iconic logo, man.
Yeah,
And always
yeah,
will
yeah,
be.
yeah.
Like,
I love it. It's just got
yeah.
it touches my heart. And then after that was when, because you kind of had the Snakeboard Pro comp, the Pro, then they had the Pro Freestyle, and then there was that wave of like a load of different board designs that kind of came along with it. Which one
With
did
the
you
Pro
ride?
Freestyle. Oh,
No,
well
no.
then you
After
then
that,
you had
then you
then you had the there was a basic one with a like a reddish bar, like a maroon bar. I can't remember what that was called. But then the next one up was a Skinner, and then you had the Lodi. That didn't have any graphics on, but it had like a dark blue bar or something like that. The Skinner was black plastic foot plates, which you liked,
yeah,
and a green bar, and
yeah.
you
I
got like
like
a
that one.
swirly Snakeboard USA sticker on it, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
which I didn't really like actually. I think I just got rid of that. Yeah, man. But as far as Snakeboard graphics go, like it was just really the stickers and the colorways, you know. So that
Yeah, yeah,
sparked a quite a sort of a DIY period, man.
yeah, man. People
I
were,
definitely had a Tipex out bar. I think Gadget, one of the early pioneers of Tipex art on snakeboards.
yeah, yeah,
Like
man.
he wrote like "fat air" or something like in the
Yeah, yeah.
in the
In the
spaces.
center, man.
You know
I never
what,
got.
man?
Yeah, go on.
I'm gonna get a bit of Tipex on this sucker.
Is it? What are you gonna
Yeah.
do, man?
I don't know. Fat air. I don't know.
But right across there.
Bad back.
Oh yeah, yeah. People were doing it on the inside. I forgot that on the
Yeah. In
yeah,
here. In here.
in the bar there. I tell you what, the other day, so I met up with. If you check the Snakeboard official Instagram account, got this kid Geordie, thick kid. He rides like crazy. But his dad Paul, big up Paul. He rocked up the other day when we went out filming with his original comp, and he had a No Fear sticker on the bar, which really took me back, man. Do you remember No Fear?
Yeah, that was the 90s brand, man. I definitely had a No Fear t-shirt. It said fucking light up and wise up or something on the back, man.
Yeah,
Oh no,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
on my spliffy bag. I had a spliffy record bag that I always took to school.
Do you know, man? Yesterday, and I could throw in this picture. I was walking down the street in Barcelona, and there were two kids walking along in front of me with big baggy jeans, and I swear they were spliffy, man. They had the little like the what do you call it? The embroidery little dudes
Ah,
on the
wait.
back.
Was it a spliffy bag? It might have been a dready bag.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
yeah, spliffy or
spliffy,
dready.
dready, or eclipse. Do you remember eclipse?
Eclipse. Oh, I remember
Yeah.
Eclipse, man. Yeah, man. Oh,
Yes.
I never had a set. I think Steph had Eclipse jeans, man. I wonder
I
if
had
they.
an eclipse hoodie and a dready bag. Um, yeah, it was expensive, man. My mum wasn't to buy me that shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
really.
the 90s, man. The
Yeah.
90s. So snowboards. Are there anything else? There was what was the one you used to ride?
Ah, the splooge. Yeah, the
Yeah,
splooge
yeah.
had a graphic. That's right, man. And it was like it had like it was like monster teeth or something like that. But it was that was still a sticker. It was stuck onto the bottom of the board. In the one I got anyway. Maybe they printed it on later models. Fuck knows.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Snakeboard did do the first graphic, but it
Yeah,
wasn't that hot.
And then next after that, I think that was the only graphic really you got on Snakeboards. And then I guess next up was Anderson.
Oh, apart
Like
from honorable mention to Ingo with the gold board and Disturbed, man. That's actually
that,
probably my favorite graphic.
yeah. Me too. Yeah. He spray painted it gold when going out and staying with Kelly Dean, and
Yeah.
that board slide down that handrail, man. That were on the skinny comp or pro bar, man. That was nuts
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah. I just like his melons,
Yeah,
man.
Ingo's melon.
I love it.
Well, talking of Ingo,
Through time and space, man. I will love Ingo's melons.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to segue nicely into the Anderson boards, man. Because the most distinctive for me was it was called. Some people call it Ingo's Girls. I used to call it the Anderson One, but it was with that orange bar.
It said Ingo's Girls on it on the footplate, which you're going to see here.
Yeah.
I don't know who these two girls are.
No answers on the postcard, or Ingo. Maybe send us a text. Or maybe we can text Ingo and find out.
Get him on the call now.
Yeah. No, he's drinking coffee at the minute.
Is he? With schnapps, man.
Yeah. It's 24th. They celebrate on the 24th today.
Yeah.
It is for us. But I mean, what I really do like about the new Snakeboards, you see it behind you, is it's got that cutout in the bar which you had on that orange Anderson one. In the center of the bar, and I think
it was a white. They came out with a white bar as well, the Anderson one. I think I preferred the white bar.
Yeah, I just like
the orange bar and the white bar.
I mean, but from the orange sticks in my mind because it was always Thomas Trefser used to ride that for years, and he used to lock into backside fibers on it in such a like.
Bar orange? I remember it being white. Maybe. Well, he probably had both, but
yeah, He rolls
swear
like
in
that, man.
one, he's got a white bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you might be right. But it's just the one thing I do, that's the one thing about when things moved from Snakeboard to, or like the Anderson one to, what we currently have as street boards for trick boards, is we did lose that distinctive shape of the boards that you could see it, and it really, and I still get it now when I was rolling around with the new snakeboards in London. People, like, you could see people really going like, what the hell is that? Whereas when when you got a street board on your arm, it does just look like a skateboard. So that's something that I think we did
I think
lose.
I think there's something that draws the eye about a street board as well, man. People sort of
Yeah.
don't really know sort of kind of what they're looking at.
Yeah.
Unnerves them a little bit.
Yeah. Which I quite like the subtlety as well there. I like unnerving people. But I mean, I guess the Anderson Earthquake is, for me, the first like production street board shape.
Right. Yeah. But even that had quite a sort of skinny bar, didn't it? It had that quite distinctive.
It had a waist
like
on it.
Yeah, it was like a tadpole with a head at each end.
Yeah. I don't know if is that something that, hey, we have to ask Sebastian Hoffman, because that was his pro model, no?
Yeah, it was, man. I mean, but I never saw the graphic until probably quite recently, because it was sort of kind of pre-social media and all that kind of shit. And I first ever saw someone riding one when we met him in Utah in 2000.
Yeah.
But he'd slid off all the graphic by then. I'm trying to find a picture of it on Streetboard Collector. Shout out Streetboard Collector.
Yeah. It had a graph,
There it
like
is.
a proper graph style Anderson on the bottom.
Yeah.
I just wonder where the name Anderson came from. I've never thought of that. It's quite a generic person name rather than a brand name. So I wonder if it was named after somebody.
Yeah. They were heavy as fuck though, those boards.
Yeah, and they caused earthquakes when you landed. I think that's what the name was after. Right? I think Streetboard Collector, he got the stats on it, the weight.
Uh, 4.29 kilograms.
That's a pretty weighty
That's
board,
heavy.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Anderson, was there anything else? And those are the only two that I remember from Anderson. I think they might have had some that we probably never got in the UK.
Like, I probably didn't have the internet then.
No.
What else was there?
I don't know. Then there was Think
Like,
Twice, which was from the same crew. I can't remember any Think Twice boards at all, man.
I've just seen a Think Twice board. Yeah, there's one in here, the TT 525. It's pretty blank, man. It's just got like a Think Twice logo on the top. It says Street Surfer San Bastian, USA.
Where's Sam Bastion? Oh.
San Sebastian. My bad. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where that is.
I had to zoom in. But I thought Think Twice were German.
I think so, but I think, I did have a chat with Michael Ritter, and I know from a branding perspective back there, especially because back then to sell like, especially extreme sports, having a USA connection, even if it wasn't there from a marketing perspective, worked really well in Europe. So I think that's kind of where the whole putting the USA and using Snakeboard USA kind of came into it all, because it actually helped sell more boards, which, Europe was, the center. UK, Germany and Spain were the big countries in snakeboard back then. And that just helped to sell more boards back over in Europe. That's what I was told. We should try and get Michael Ritter on the podcast, man. That would be a good
that'd be
guest,
interesting.
man.
We could ask him why Anderson. Yeah. I remember smashing one of these up in a car park on the way down to Cornwall with you. It's in one, isn't it?
Yeah. I had one. I had one. I never rode it. We just smashed it up.
Yeah, because we were so against the new shape. We wanted the old snakeboard
Yeah,
shape,
yeah,
and we were like,
yeah,
we like, there, that looks too much like a skateboard. Fuck that. It's not what we do, kind of thing. And obviously, I've come around and seen the benefits and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
But yeah, we felt strongly about it at the time,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
So we
And I
just
definitely,
smashed that
yeah,
shit up, and it broke easy. To be
yeah.
fair.
Truthfully, I don't think we actually had it connected, and so we made it look a bit more dramatic. But yeah, man, I found a copy of one the other day, so we'll put that online at some point. And I definitely feel we were like the ones who really held out the longest, one of the longest riding snakeboards and doing,
Yeah.
we did some pretty big rails on them back then.
Well, there are benefits to it, man. Like the acceleration is much better on an old snakeboard. You could get a lot of speed in a small amount of space.
Yeah.
The flex
Yeah.
for grabbing and shit, boning stuff out. Gaps were just so much better on snakeboards, and we love gaps.
Yeah, it's true.
So
I mean,
those new boards were just not good for that. The sort of turning point really was the dimension boards, because they came with like a little bit of flex and they felt a little bit like a street board, a snakeboard, but nowhere near as much. But yeah, no, we were dead against that shit.
I know, man. Yeah. I mean, riding jump, like when I did do a gap the other day on the new snakeboards, and man, it felt like it feels different. And somebody wrote that in the comments. I think it might have been Richard Bolger or whatever. Like a grab on one of those bars just looks different, and it felt different. You could flex it a bit more, man. It was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. But then Dimension, I guess they're next, man.